Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a video. I wanted to do a video on how to get hired at Bath& Body Works. These tips can be taken for any job or position you're looking to get into it. This is just, my story and what I was thinking about and thoughts of getting employed at Bath& Body Works. So a little backstory, I have a little obsession with candles. As you can see from my channel is candles and music. Those are the two things that I really do enjoy, and mixing together and putting together. So one day I sat down and I was just thinking, hey, I'm also looking to do a no-buy, which I would do a video on that as well. But I was just thinking to myself, because I love candles so much and I was looking for a part-time job, I was like, hey, I was thinking that maybe Bath & Body Works might be, a good fit for me. So I happened to go onto the store one day and I was just shopping, purchasing some items, and I happened to see a manager there, which I didn't know at the time was the store manager, but she was. And I just asked, hey, are you hiring? She replied, yes, we are. She was like, go online, do an application. We're always looking for, new people. So when I did go home that day, I did go ahead and put an application in online. And I waited till the next day and I called. Now, with any job, you want to put yourself out there. Don't just think because you put in an application that you're waiting for someone, to just give you a call back. You always want to put your name out there, because be mindful, there are so many people who are, looking for jobs and putting in applications. So always throw, your name out there. So what I did was, after I put in my application, I went ahead and called the store the next day. Hi, can I speak to a manager there? Actually, I think the person who answered the phone was a manager, but she wasn't the hiring manager. So I always call and say, hey, can I speak to the HR manager, hiring manager, whatever. I think the hiring manager was not in. So what she did let me know was, the hiring manager will be in later on at a certain time. She asked me for my name. I gave her my name, my information. Like I said, always put yourself out there so that they are aware that you are eager to get this position. So later on that day, I did call back to speak to the hiring manager. Once I spoke to that manager, they was like, sure. They took my name. They looked up, made sure they had my application, and was like, hey, can you come in for an interview, blase, blase, blase. They gave me options. Of course, I'm going to take the first option because I think I knew that they was doing multiple interviews. So, of course, I went ahead and took the first available that they had, which was actually that day. So, for example, they was like, hey, can you come in today at 3? Sure, no problem. So I went in for my interview. Nowadays, you don't, based on the position, you don't have to dress too casual, but don't go on there looking like a bum. Okay. Dress somewhat decent, to where they're not looking at you like you just came off the street. So I went in for my interview, and during the interview, I was observing the store, looking around what was going on, and then I was taken to the back for my interview. The interview went very well. It was just simple questions like, why are you interested in working for Bath & Body Works? What can you bring, to the table? And then I was also asked, what did I notice when I came into the store? So, I let them know I observed how the workers was working with the customers. I was observing questions. Now, by me being a Bath & Body Works customer and always shopping there, I always had a lot of knowledge of sales, what was going on, coupons. So I always knew a lot about their products. But even if you go in not knowing about the products, you will learn about them on your way. So, they just, ask, simple questions, go and being yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't sit there and lie and be like, oh yeah, I know about candles and blase, blase. Don't do that. Go in being your natural self. Now, I know when you do interviews, they are nerve-wracking. They are, people are nervous, but just be yourself. That's the best advice I can give. So, I was asked questions about what I know about the company, why did I want to work for the company, and I explained all that to him, which was a gentleman at the time. So he did let me know that he had some more interviews to do, and he would give me a call. But he did kind of hint at that, I was going to go ahead and get the position. The position was mine. But he, formally said that he would give me a call because he had like 4 or 5 more interviews to do, and he didn't know how many people he can actually hire. So that was fine and dandy. So I think it was the weekend time. So it was like a Thursday or Friday. So he was like, I'll give you a call. I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. So, I waited around for the call Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday. I waited, a couple of hours went by. I didn't hear anything. Like I said, always put yourself out there. Until they fully tell you no, stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Contact them. Let them know that this is something that you're interested in and this is something that you want. So I didn't hear anything. So I did ended up calling later in the day. And he was like, oh, yeah, I did want to go ahead and offer you the position. Sorry, I got busy during the day. So that's why I haven't gotten a chance to call you. But can you come in for orientation, blase, whatever date it was that he gave me, to come in for the orientation and everything. So that's my experience in getting hired at Bath & Body Works. Like I said, always put yourself out there. Never just do an application and think that, oh, I'll just wait for them to call. If they don't call, that means I don't get the job. Never do that with any job. Any job you're going for in this world, always put yourself out there because there could be 100 applicants. But if you're putting your name out there, that's letting them know that you're interested in it. So after I got the position, I did go on for orientation. Orientation, of course, is always, you have to go online and do these little courses, read their rules and regulations and everything like that. And then you start your training. I have been employed with Bath & Body Works, I want to say, for probably about 3 months now. As of right now, everything has been going good. This company is something that I like. These are products that I like. So I actually enjoy going to work. It's a thrill to me to be able to see the new products that come out first or smell the new products and things like that. Now, when it comes to customers, you do have, you're going to run into some customers that you're going to have some challenges with. But, long as you're a friendly person, you should have no problem with it. Another thing is you kind of want to be an outgoing person when it comes to working at Bath & Body Works. You do not want to be a shy person at all because they are going to push you to talk to customers. They're going to want you to connect with customers, talk to customers. Working for Bath & Body Works, you cannot be a shy person at all. Not saying that you can't work there. You can because actually the location I work for, we have very good management. And we do have a few college girls that are shy. So a lot of times they are on the registers. They're real shy. They're not really out there to sell the product because they're kind of shy when it comes to discussing the product and stuff like that. But when you're on the sales floor, you do have customers, you know, hey, how do you think this smelled? Or I'm looking for a particular type of scent. Excuse me, let me get a drink real quick. And they're like, hey, I'm looking for a particular type of scent. Or it's a lot of, I love the men that come in and they're buying for their girls, their wives, their girlfriends. And they're like, hey, I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. So then, you know, that's our opportunity to be like, you know, offer assistance when it comes to certain scents. And you'll have people to come and say, hey, what's the strongest scent? I don't want anything too strong. And you have to give your advice. Also with Bath and Body Works, they want you to sell. So they want you to get as much product in that person's bag to purchase as you can. And I have had lots of customers where they come in there, especially men, and they're like, just pick out something. You know, and I would ask them, okay, what your girl like, such and such and such. And that would give me an idea. No problem. I can fill your bag up. I have no problem, you know, talking and being relatable and everything like that to the customer. So when it does come to Bath and Body Works, you do have to be able to be a seller. They want you to sell. But when you do sell, always be honest. Don't ever sit there and lie and say, hey, I like a scent when you know that you don't like a scent. You know, always be honest with the customers. So, you know, working there, you do have to be customer oriented, not shy, you know, but like I said, we do have a good team that we work with, and our management know that we have some shy people, and they do give them a chance to get out there, you know, and get used to everything before they just kind of like push them on the floor and be like, hey, go work on the sale floor. I think when I started, I was on the register maybe 1 or 2 days, and after that, I was on the floor. But like I said, I'm a talker. I have no problem with discussing the products, offering products, getting customers to purchase products. So like I say, I've been there 3 months so far, and so far everything has been good. I like everyone that I work with. I really, really love the management. Management there, they work with you. They believe that you have a life outside of your job. Your job is just not your main focus. You do have a life outside of it. So they do, work with you. So depending on what location you go to and the management and associates, that can make a really, really, really big difference as well too. So I just wanted to come in and let you all know my experience with getting hired at Bath and Body Works. If you have any questions or anything you would like to ask me, you can go ahead and put it down in the comment box. I have no problem with getting back to you and answering your questions. So you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one.